How do you explain that there's archaeological proof that the Jews were here for over 3,000 years?
كيف بتفسر وجود آثار يهودية بتبين إنه كان في يهود قبل 3000 سنة؟
3000 سنة؟
آثار يهودية عمرها 3000 سنة، كيف بتفسر هذا الموضوع؟
ما أتوقعش إن في آثار.
I don't expect that there are Jewish archaeological finds.
There's a lot, actually.
هو عم بحكي إنه في كتير آثار يهودية عمرها 3000 سنة.
ما عنديش علم، بتوقعش إنها تكون موجودة.
I don't know about this and I don't
ممكن
expect
إنها
it to exist. نعم.
آثار دينية.
Perhaps they are religious Jewish.
Religious, yes.
Ruins or findings on archaeology.
No, there's coins of Jewish kingdoms here.
He's saying that they are religious Jews.
No, but there was kingdoms.
مش شيء ديني ولكن بحكي إنه في كان ممالك يهودية.
No?
No,
I don't think so.
there isn't any.
Okay. So there's a lot of archaeological finds of Jewish things from the Jews.
تعالوا ما عندهاش.
Does she know about the archaeological finds of Jewish
في
things?
كثير آثار أو في كثير آثار عم بيلاقوها بتكون أصلها يهودي. هل سمعتي عن آثار اليهودية؟
فيش آثار في بلادنا أصلها يهودي.
We have no archaeology and no ruins that are Jewish.
None?
In our country.
No. هذا البلد فلسطيني كنعاني.
This country is Palestinian, Canaanite.
أصوله بتحكي إنه هو بلد عربي.
The origins and the ruins and the archaeology
قبل ما يكون عربي كان
they are
كنعاني.
Arab and before they were Arab they were Canaanite.
Okay. But there are lots of things that show Jewish.
بس
Jews.
في آثار بتفرجي إنها كانت يهودية.
لا كله عماله بتزور. إسرائيل يعني معروف إنها هي بتحارب التاريخ.
It's known that Israel is fighting with history.
ثانيا اليهود هم مش أصل كانوا ساكنين هون. هم عبارة عن قبائل.
Were not originally from here. They were tribes.
يعني هدول كانوا يتنقلوا بين
and they used to move around.
عدة دول.
Between many
يعني
countries.
إذا ممكن الآثار اللي كانت تلاقي لهم هون آثار عابرة مش أصليين.
They might have ruins that were passing by that show that they were passing by, but they are not natives of this area.
The Israelis find a lot of archaeological evidence for the Jews being here. What does she think of that?
علماء الآثار عم بيلاقوا الكثير من الأدلة بتفرجي إنه اليهود كانوا موجودين هون. شو رأيك بهذا الشيء؟
أتوقع it's a lie.
It's all a lie?
Yeah, I think so.
You don't believe it's true?
Maybe there's a little بس مش زي ما بيحكوا إنه بفكروا هيكل كامل تحت المسجد الأقصى وهالكلام يعني.
Maybe a little but not as they are saying that there is a complete temple underneath Al-Aqsa Mosque.
Okay, so that isn't true.
أنا أنت بتشوفي إنه هذا الشيء مش مزبوط مش صحيح.
Okay. What about all the coins that they find and lots of villages that were Jewish before from 2,000 years ago?
طب إيش رأيك؟ What about them?
What about them? Are those true?
طب إيش رأيك مثلا النقود اللي عم بيلاقوها اللي هي يهودية أو القرى الكاملة اليهودية اللي عم بيلاقوها، هل برأيك هاي الأدلة صحيحة أو كافية؟
أنا حكيت إنه هو يعني مش زي ما بيفكروا إنه بالكامل في، بس مش زي بالكم الهائل، يعني ممكن يكون في اختلاق للموضوع، ممكن يكون في.
So there is evidence, but not in the amount that they keep saying there is, because some of it is made up. Okay.
We all know there's a history for Jewish here.
Okay. How do you explain that there's so much Jewish history here that they find through archaeological finds?
يعني كيف بوصف لك التاريخ جيروزالم يعني أكثر من بيريود مرقت عليهم كانت اللي هي العثمانيين ومن ثم انتقلنا للفرنسيين ومن ثم انتداب بريطاني كان هو هذا ومن ثم انتقلنا ل
Palestine has seen many histories and many eras and many civilizations, the French, the Ottoman, the British, and then the Israeli occupation came.
Okay, but do you recognize that there was Jewish sovereignty here a long time
sovereignty.
ago? Yeah.
ولكن هل تعترف أو هل تعترف إنه كان في سيادة يهودية من زمان؟
لا هو السيادة اليهودية ما كانت موجودة ولكن هجرت بالتدريج.
So it wasn't here, but so Jewish sovereignty didn't exist, but it came gradually.
Okay, but in like 2,000 years ago, oh, there's more? Sorry,
There's more.
go ahead.
تفضل.
هي اجت بالتدريج كيف انه كانوا هم اول شيء جماعات قليله وبعدها صاروا يجوا سواح وكانوا يستقروا في البلد ومن ثم صاروا جماعه اكبر ومن ثم صار لهم سياده اكبر.
So they first came in small groups as tourists, and then they came more and more, and then they started settling here.
No, I'm talking about biblical times.
احنا عم نحكي عن الزمان يعني أوقات
2,500 years ago, prophets' times, yes.
أوقات الأنبياء، خلينا نحكي قبل 2500 سنة أكثر.
There are coins that have
يعني
that are Jewish coins.
لقوا مثلا عملات عليها عبري.
لا هسه لحظة، هي ديانة كديانة كانت موجودة وهذا ما في حدا بيقدر ينكرها. ولكن كإسرائيل اللي هي بالمصطلح الحالي ما كان موجود.
So as a religion, yes, it has existed. But as a political entity, as Israel, it's new.
There are over 3,000 years of Jewish history here, and you find in archaeological remains. How do you explain that? Because a lot of Palestinians say there's nothing Jewish here, or there's nothing ancient Jewish.
Well, that will be not true because we know Jewish history exists. But our problem with them is that they claim that they were the only inhabitants of this land, and this is not true. For centuries, Jewish people existed with Arabs, with Muslims, with Christians, and they were welcomed, and they know their rights were preserved, and they lived as freely as it can be.
Okay.
So our problem with them is that they claim that this is their land only, and that we are like the occupiers of the land, which is not true, not historically, not in any rational way. So it would be only right to say, yes, Jewish people existed here.
Well, not just Jewish people. What they're talking about is the Jewish kingdoms that existed here over 2,000 years ago.
They existed. Anyone who knows anything about history will not deny that. They cannot deny that. But we know that they were expelled from this land.
Expelled.
Yeah, they were expelled from this land. And then they came back now. But they are coming as occupiers who are not being in any way fair to the people who were actually living in the land.
Okay, so now the person asking this, I'm assuming, is a believer in Jewish history and the Jewish kingdoms, and the Jews have a right to be here. Now, if that right extended also to Palestinians equally, would you be okay with that? Meaning Jews and Palestinians live as equals, and both can claim they're from the land.
Okay, as equals.
As equals.
In every right, in political rights, in religious rights.
In what right?
In the political. Yeah, political, religious.
You could be prime minister, or someone who's Jewish could be prime minister equally.
That's how things used to be before Israel existed, and that's the right thing to do it. So why would I have a problem with that?
We hear in the news that Israeli archaeologists dig up archaeology,
and
they claim that it's theirs.
Yeah.
Do you think that they're claiming, or do you think it's actually Israeli or Jewish?
Well,
Jewish.
Well, because I don't have any archaeology background, but I know a little about history because I should. So I believe that they lie about it sometimes.
Sometimes they lie about it.
They lie about it. They are biased. So why don't
the Israeli archaeological
they are
authorities?
biased. They're the buyers of the land, and they want to prove that it's only theirs. And they never said anything about anything but Jewish findings. So why? Other people also existed. So I think they are biased.
How do you explain all the archaeological sites where Jewish things are found?
Can I explain to him?
Yes, of course.
إذا كان له آثار فهي آثار تخصهم هم اليهود مش بتخص الفلسطينيين.
Is it a question about the political archaeological sites?
I don't know if it's political, but the question is, do you think the Jews have a connection here?
هل في رابط بين الأشياء اللي لقوها وبينهم هم؟
في احتمال لأنه هم سكنوا هون. هم سكنوا هون، فبالتالي إنه سواء كانوا يهود أو كانوا مسلمين كل واحد له آثار مرتبط فيها هيك قولي له.
My husband is a history teacher.
Oh, I did.
Yes, he says that maybe Jews has or have archaeological sites or ancient things.
Okay.
I think that, but because in maybe thousands of years ago, they lived in such places here. Or I don't know exactly, but I think there is a lot of ancient archaeological sites that belongs to all people. I think that.
Are the Jews from here? The Jews, are the Israelis, are they from here?
It's not like that. Historically, we have a long history with them. They have some rights here. We are not denying that they don't have anything here.
Okay.
But Zionists, we have a problem with them.
Okay, so that's not the question.
So, because we have some Palestinian Jews.
That's Samaritans, that's different.
They have like...
We believe that the Samaritans are Jewish.
Yeah, Samaritans don't.
In Nablus, we have some people like that, and they have all the Palestinian rights to stay in this land.
Okay, but that's different.
We have a problem with the people who took our lands. I am a refugee. I'm not from Bethlehem originally. I'm from a small village called Al-Malha. Now, who's living there?
There's a mall there.
Yeah, who's living there now? The Jews, the Israeli. It's not me.
Okay, so the actual question is, how do you explain over 3,000 years of Jewish history here? There's been 3,000 years.
I'm not denying.
Okay.
As I said, they have some history, but it's not their land. They have all the right to stay here. Who has the right to stay here, like the Jewish? But the Zionists who came and kicked the Palestinians out of their lands, who make all these massacres after that, we have the problem with these guys. It's not the problem with the guys who's living here peacefully, who has some lands before, some business. I don't care. It's not my problem with these people.
Okay.
Like the Christians, my neighbors, whoever has the right, he has all the right to stay here. We don't have a problem with it. But we have the problem with the guys who kicked my grandfather out of his land and took his land, and they are staying in it now.
Okay, would you agree to a settlement where...
Yeah, my settlement will be to give me my land, and for all the Palestinians will be like that. If we took all
Yeah, but
our
there's now a mall, a huge mall on that land.
I will destroy it, and I build my own house.
But there's no logic to that. That's not a logic.
This is my logic. It's my lie.
Okay.
It's not their lie. Because now I'm suffering because some people, they are enjoying my things, my land, my cities, the seas, the mountains, the views. They are enjoying it. So I'm suffering now because of it. I cannot travel to Jordan, to Lebanon, to wherever I want, except I have to do all the process of all of this documenting thing, Palestinian, Israeli, and Jordanian. So if it's my land, I will be freely to travel, freely to build things, freely to do business, like any other country. Now, there's some Jewish who's enjoying the life, and I'm suffering because of that.
How do they explain all the archaeological findings of Jewish history here?
To who?
Meaning they always say the Jews are not from here.
اوكي. مش احنا دائما بنسمع الناس بتحكي انه اليهود مش من هون، اليهود مش من هون. طب الاثار اللي عم نلاقيها كيف بتفسروها اذا اليهود ما كانوش هون وفي اثار يهوديه عم نلاقيها؟
هلا هم اليهود هون كانوا يدخلوا زي ايش، زي يعني مر طريق يقعدوا ويروحوا. بس احنا هون
passers-by, but we are here, Arabs.
متوطنين هون من قبل اليهود هذه الشغلات بلاقوها يعني في 1 في 1000 من فلسطين.
We settled here before them.
بدهم يتمكنوا منها.
They would find 1% maybe.
بعدين هم اليهود.
And they want to say that it's theirs.
اليهود كل اليهود الموجودين هون ما لهمش اصل هون، ولا لهم شيء هون. كلهم جايين من المانيا، من امريكا، من بريطانيا.
They're all from Germany, Russia and America.
العالم كله اجوا هون تموا من دول عربية، من اليمن، من اثيوبيا، كلهم هذول ما لهمش لهم هون لهم ولا شيء.
Ethiopia, they have nothing here.
احنا عندنا
من ناحية دينية في فترة من الفترات كان اليهود هو الدين الصح، اجى بعدين المسيحية لغاه، اجى بعدين الاسلام لغاهم، مش لغاهم يعني انه هذا برضه من ناحية دينية، يعني فترة من الفترات كان صح انه لو ضل اليهود احنا يهود.
هذول اللي هون اليهود ما لهم شيء عندنا هون، ما لهم عنا هون، هم هذول اجوا سرقوا اراضينا، موجود كل شيء عنا، طابق ماشين موجوده عنا.
Yes, because Judaism was the religion and then Christianity came.
مش صاحبينها هم.
And he said cancelled it. He said Christianity cancelled Judaism and then came Islam and cancelled Christianity. So
بعدين مش راح يكون ولا عمره سلام عندنا بيننا وبين اليهود.
Didn't come, then we would all be Jews and they. So
احنا بنستنى بس يوم من الايام انه بنخلص منهم، راح يجي اليوم، يعني احنا العرب هذول بنفعوش. لو في عرب مناح ونضاف وقويين صلصونا منهم.
We had good Arabs,
يهود
strong
مجرمين
Arabs, they would help us. Jews are criminals, they took our lands.
قتلة ومجرمين وسرقونا،
Jews are criminals, thieves, they took our land and it's our land, it's our right.
Thanks everybody who watches the Ask Project. It's really, really appreciated. I've noticed lately that the amount of views are low, contributions have gone down. It's the only way I'm able to do this project is from your contributions and sharing the videos. Please contribute. Go into the description below to see how. Guys, I appreciate so much that you guys watch these videos, like these videos, share these videos, and contribute. It's amazing. Thank you.